Fitting way to finish the year season and fitting way to finish farewell event.
Yeah, pretty special for Chaz to kick a field goal to his time here at the club. But I was just really proud of the last 3 weeks, I've got to say. We fought really hard, showed a lot of character. We had a lot of players missing before tonight, and then we lost Aaron Shot with an ACL, Tommy Talau broke his thumb, Clayton Falalo, concussion was ruled out of the game, and then we had a few guys like Brooksy played centre and so on, and Benny. So yeah, I was really proud the last 3 weeks where we finished. Ultimately, it looks like we'll probably win. We'll probably finish one win out of it. But yeah, good way to finish. Yeah.
What about you, Chaz? How's it feel? That's all now done and dusted. How are the emotions?
It's so surreal. I guess what I'm feeling right now. It's really hard to put into words. A little bit overwhelming in regards to how much support I'm getting, but it's all good feelings. It's just an overwhelming amount of really good feelings and positive support. So, weird game, but so grateful we got the win, so we can give the people on the hill something to cheer about, and also give this group, 3 wins in a row to go into next year, which is a really positive sign. So, it's a bittersweet feeling not playing next week. I've got to be honest. As Steve said, it is a weird one because that's why we play, but I guess with the emotion around the occasion, it's sort of probably important to just celebrate what's happening right now. So real bittersweet.
You said you're going to try and save it this week. The 350 came around so quickly, but you're going to try and stop and take in everything. Did you have the chance to do that this week?
I guess as an athlete, when you have those moments where you think about what's happened or what's coming this week, all of those things, you just try and only just acknowledge it for a brief moment and then get back to the things that you can control, which is performing well, training through the week, making sure the game plan with the coaching staff and the players is all on the right track. So I think I've found a lot of peace in the normality of a week, and they kicked off and then everything went out the window. So it's funny how footy works. You can practice all week and then something like that happens, but I found just sticking to the process of the week was the best thing I could do, and I honestly don't think this will all hit home until I'm away next week, or could be years to come, I don't know, but right now it's just an overwhelming amount of support, and it's a great feeling in there for the group to celebrate Joey's debut as well.
I know you're looking forward onwards and upwards, but when you take that jersey off for the last time, whenever it is, tonight, tomorrow, next week, there must be a tinge of regret that you're not going to be here next year. Am I wrong in saying that? Yeah. It's got to hurt. You're part of the furniture. Some players belong at certain clubs. I'm not saying that as a fair, maybe I'm saying it as a fact.
I think it's really important to acknowledge that I might not be finishing here, which is a lot of people's wishes. But I'm going to finish my career how I want to finish it. And I get it's going to make people disappointed and angry and frustrated, but that's life. It's just life. So I'm not going to be looking back, that's for sure.
What were the feelings like standing on the field, watching that montage of some of the moments when you had a bit more hair and a few years ago? What was that like, with standing there with the boys and your kids there with you too?
I guess that's what's making it so special, is my kids are old enough now to probably realise how lucky we are. I'm so lucky to be a first grader and a first grader for so long. I don't take that lightly, and I think that's probably reflected in the way I prepare every week and take pride in my performance. But to be able to continue to do this with my friends and family, I've got to be honest, I get a lot of thrills still out of the game, but seeing what it's doing for my friends and family, that's pushing me along a bit further, that's for sure.
What happened with that first try? It looked like you were taking some deep breaths. Were you almost savouring the moment still? It almost looked like you were a bit stunned by the kickoff.
No, I just was too deep and underestimated the breeze. So it sort of sat up, and by the time I ran to it, I knew I wasn't going to catch it. So I thought if I run past it, if it bounced that way, I'll get it, and then if it bounces the other way, someone else gets it. But you can never assume in rugby league.
Quickest try in the NRL ever.
Yeah.
How were you feeling, Steve? You weren't tempted to book him?
No, I was thinking, what the hell's going on?
Sorry, Chaz, what did the boys say to you when they ran after you, when you kicked that left foot field goal? What were the boys sort of saying in your ear in that moment?
It's not really anything that's said. It's just, that raw emotion that you get from footy. At the end of the day, it's just your emotion that you can feel out there, and you can feel it from your teammates. You can feel when something's wrong, and you can feel when something's going really well. And that was a really cool moment for us. Yeah, so it's not necessarily about words sometimes, it's just about feelings, and that was a really cool feeling for us.
You said a couple of days ago that you don't want to answer questions about your future, but what are the things you want to do first before you make that firm decision on what next year looks like for Daly Cherry Evans?
Really enjoy the next few days with my teammates, and then spend some time with my family.
Since it's Joey Walsh tonight,
Yeah.
sort of got the veteran moving on, but Joey's the future.
Yeah,
Nice to see him.
Well, we had a plan put him on for the last 15, but it was the last 20 because we had, as I said before, a lot of injuries. So, it was great to get him out there. Defensively, he's really strong. New Zealand are really big forward pack, couple of big back rowers there. So I thought he did a great job defensively. Show and go, which is one of his threats. He sort of half got through the line. And, it was great to see him out there, and great to see him play 20 minutes with Chess. He'll remember that for a long time. And it's almost like you think about him, local kid. His dad spoke about Chess was one of his heroes, right? So good way for him to make his debut.
How do you reflect on the season, sort of, I guess, broadly? Because, like you say, you come so close to finals, some great wins along the way. How do you sort of make sense of it all?
Well, I'm really proud, I've got to say. We've had a lot of things thrown away during the year. And so, in situations where there's lots of things that are going on and off the field, it's easy to get distracted, but I've got to say, the group have been rock solid. We've really enjoyed ourselves. Ultimately, there's a frustration that we didn't make the top 8. Normally, when you have a 50% season, you do. Normally, you get into the 8. Unfortunately, this year that won't be the case. But I'm really proud of the group. And the other thing I was really proud of, tonight, New Zealand were a top 4 side until last week, right? And we had 8 players that would be in our 17 who were missing tonight, and then we lost another 3 during the game, and we still hung on against a team that's going to be playing finals footy. So there's some good strides there. But you want to play finals footy every time we set out at the start of the season. So there's some disappointment there, but there's also something inside of me that I'm really proud of the group and the staff that we stuck together.
Do you think about the sort of what ifs, like if Tuivasa-Sheck plays a few more games or if Molo plays a few more?
Yeah, I mean, look, at times you probably do, but as I said, I'm really proud of the group. We've stuck solid, and we've had to endure quite a bit, and even tonight, it's probably summed up our season tonight. To be fair, the chaotic nature of the game and having to handle things. So, I'm proud of the group. Yeah.
Thanks,
Cheers, guys.